Welcome back to 7 Deadly Sins That Kill Membership Plans. Today we're going to be discussing sin number 4, which is you're only offering annual payments. Now, why is that a problem? Why is that a sin? Let's look at annual payments, some of the pros of annual payments. They're easier to reconcile and track because you're just getting one payment a year. You get all the money up front, so you're not worried about a patient potentially not paying, and there's minimal default in chasing payments because they just pay you one time. All of those benefits make it easier for the administration side, but it is not better for the patient. It's not going to help them stay on the plan longer, afford the plan. So if you look at the cons of annual payments, there's a lot lower renewal rates and there's a lot of lapses in consistency. It's more, again, of that annual Groupon kind of idea. They come in, they buy your plan one time, they pay you your annual fee, and then they come back, and when they come back in, you renew them again. It's very transactional, meaning they just pay for it when they feel like it. Patients on monthly plans stay 58% longer versus those that are on annual plans. They're going to stay on it. It's more of an evergreen campaign. There's a reason why so many businesses and utilities and subscriptions and everything are monthly, because as consumers, that's how we live our lives, and it's not such a big amount that's hitting our credit card. We're not going to freak out. There's also breakage on monthly plans, 14.2% breakage. What do I mean by breakage? Patients don't come in right on time for their exams, their cleanings, their x-rays. When you're charging monthly, you can kind of just set it, forget it. If they come in a little bit late, you don't have the, hey, did you get my first cleaning? Did I get my second cleaning? No, you didn't. Well, I want to get my second cleaning, and you're kind of keeping track of it that way versus a true membership plan subscription where they have access to care intervals. They're paying for it monthly. The program just runs. There's less resistance to price increases. So as you bump your pricing up, if it's monthly versus annual, patients aren't going to see that as much. It's not going to hurt as much. You can raise your fees a little bit more often. And then if you're selling annual plans, it's less affordable. There's less money available for treatment. So if you're trying to close a treatment plan and they've got to sign up, me and my wife and a couple of kids, and there's $1,200, that kind of blows my budget for several months on dentistry. So again, I'm not real apt to renew that day 366. I'm going to kind of push that around. And sure, I'll rebuy it when I come back in, but I'm buying it because it's a better deal. It's not a real subscription. So to solve those issues of only offering annual payments, pretty easy, right? Offer monthly payments. If you're going to offer monthly payments, use an enrollment fee. We're big on enrollment fees. So what I mean by that is if you have a $99 enrollment fee and your plan's $35, patient's going to sign up. They're going to pay the enrollment fee plus the first month. You're going to get $134 out of the gate. Get enough on your enrollment fee that you're covering most of that initial hygiene visit, or at least enough that you can live with it. That's kind of like a marketing new patients type special. So you're covering your hygiene time. You're not putting so much out there so that they can pay monthly moving forward. And you're not so worried about, well, what if they don't pay? What if they don't come back? Consider using an outside service to help. That's one of the things that we do. If you're going to do monthly payments, it can be a pain to run those. It can also be a pain to reconcile the back end with your practice management software. So if there's an outside service provider that can help you to reconcile those payments and kind of chase those payments down when they're not going through and some things like that, that's really going to help you. And then the last thing is don't get emotional over a few bad apples. We're seeing about a default rate nationally of 4 out of 100. Some areas are higher, some are lower. But the problem is you get very, very emotional when there's 1 or 2 patients that don't pay you, even though 60, 70, 80 do. All of a sudden the sky is falling and everybody's not paying me. Most companies that do subscriptions, if you talk to companies like ours, we don't get paid on every single person we work with. That's just part of doing business, but we're not going to penalize all of our good customers because we have 1 or 2 bad apples. So if you follow these things, you're going to get more patients on it. They're going to stay on it longer, and you're going to be able to have a lot stronger, robust membership plan.